Alright, what's going on everybody? E-Honda here. It's been a while since I've made a show me what you got video, and I wanted to give a little video here response form to NeverEnuffAmmo gun porn also. So we're gonna go over some gun porn here. What do you guys think? Yeah. Alright. So let's start at the bottom left here. Handguns. We've got Canik TP9 SF. By the way, all of these firearms have been cleared. They are not loaded. Everything is safe. But Canik TP9 SF, 9mm, 18+1, cheaper handgun, but not exactly cheap either. I think they go about $400 these days. But yeah, I really like this handgun. I've shot thousands of rounds through it and never had a problem, and I really like it. Ergonomics, the trigger, everything about it. Next up, got my Zastava M88A 9mm. I believe it's a 7-round plus 1, so 8-round capacity. Steel frame, hammer fired, safety shit, sights are shit. This was like $200. This is a cheap handgun. I bought it instead of a 1911 because at the time I did not have 1911 money. However, it does work, it shoots well, and I do like it, so I did hold on to it. Anything that doesn't work for me, I generally get rid of, but I do like this gun. Next we have Remington R1 1911, because eventually I did have 1911 money. So yeah, it's got the US grips on it. Not that this is a government issued gun in any way, but stainless steel, 7+1. You can get the up to 10-round capacity magazines for it. I do love 1911s. I always wanted one when I was a kid, and this kind of scratched that itch for me. Next up, this is my first rifle that I ever bought. My Zastava NPAP AK-47 in 7.62 standard 30-round magazines. It's got the what do you call that trigger? Whatever the regular trigger is that they come with. I added a sling myself under the grip, so I had fashioned a piece of metal to fit as a sling, so I could use a single point or double point sling mount with the front sling, because it doesn't come with one on the stock. Also reshaped the stock, refinished it, did all that myself. But oh yeah, I did add something to the front sight there to make it luminescent at night if you shine a flashlight on it. But yeah, this was my first rifle, my waifu rifle. Next we have my budget build AR-15. This is a PTAC upper that is a polymer lower. So this thing is super light, like this super lightweight, even loaded. What is it called? New Frontier Armory. I know a lot of people talk trash about it, but that's the one that I've actually had the longest, the lower that I've had the longest, and I've never had a problem with it. But yeah, I just got a little red dot, cheapo red dot, super light. I really like that gun, but that's my like, shit hits the fan, go out into the bush, need something light to carry, AR-15. Next we have my fancy whiz-bang AR-15. It's quad rail, it's got a cold hammer forged steel, chrome line barrel in it, echo trigger, and of course the CQR stock, and that's got a Nikon on top of it. But yeah, that's my fancy whiz-bang AR-15. I really do like this thing a lot. It's a bit heavier and substantial, more substantial than the lightweight one. But I'd say it's probably more reliable overall. It's probably got some heavier duty components. The bolt carrier group I spent more money on. The barrel's more expensive. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Got the Heritage Rough Rider. This is a 9-shot 22. Single action only. I refinished the grips on this one. And once again, all of these have been safety checked. Nothing is loaded. 22, those are super cheap. You can get them for less than $200. Sometimes as low as 100 for the 6-shot, just regular one, but those are super good, awesome little guns for the price. Next, I've got a Rossi stainless steel 357 38 special. I refinished the wood on this one myself as well because the finish on the wood that it came with was shit, but fingerprints all over it. It's the polyurethane gives it that shiny finish. Those are great little guns. They hold 7 rounds or 8 rounds of 357 and 10 or 11 of 38 special. I don't remember right now. But it's a sweet little shooter, super soft with a 38 special. Kids could shoot it, wife could shoot it, anyone could. It's a nice little gun. Next is my Moist Nugget Bubbified. I did the bent bolt myself, drilled and tapped the top to add a scope rail mount, cut the stock down. It was like in poor condition when I bought it, so I stripped all the finish off and refinished it myself, once again with the polyurethane. I think that was the first one that I did, so it's probably the crappier of the bunch. But added a little shoulder pad and a cheek riser, ghetto-fied, and it does work. It's actually why I've kept it on there, because it works, but it's not exactly ideal. But yeah, that's my Bubbified Moist Nugget Mosin Nugget. Next we've got my AR pistol. That's a 9-inch barrel, or 8-inch, I'm not sure. It's got a Palmetto lower that is the upper is from Davidson Defense. I got it from Delta Team Tactical for super cheap. Cac brace, cac tube. I don't know. The Palmetto was weird. Came with the cac brace, the lower that I bought, but it didn't come with a cac tube, so I had to buy the tube separately to put it on to have the correct tube to go with the brace. It just came with a regular tube, which I thought was kind of ghetto. But that's what you get with Palmetto. It's all good though. That thing works great. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds, probably close to 1,000, not quite, and no problems whatsoever. That gun runs great, and I love it. Next up, we'll go up top here to this is the Palmetto State PA-10 in 308. This is an AR-10 platform. I believe they run on the, what is it called? The, whatever. DPMS, there we go. Couldn't freaking find that word in my mind for some reason. 16-inch stainless barrel, not free-floated. This isn't super accurate. It's about 2 MOA, but that's good enough. I didn't ever change out the buttstock on it. Does have the, what is that, the Magpul furniture up front, and just a cheapo scope up top, but it hasn't failed, so I haven't changed it. So there we go. Next is my old carry gun. This is my Taurus 709 Slim 9mm, 7 rounds plus 1, giving you 8 if you carry it with a loaded chamber. Does have a external safety, takes down like a Glock, little top heavy, flips a lot when you shoot it, hard to hang on to, a little heavier than it looks, frame super light, all the weight is in the slide and the barrel, and I don't know, it's a good gun, but it's cheap, and you can tell when you shoot it. But I carried it for years, and it's all beat up, and back strap has a big old crack in it, and I repainted the sights back on, and had to glue them on, I think, at one point or another, but yeah, that's the 709 Slim. Next is the first gun I ever bought. That is my Maverick 88, chopped down to 20 inches. Got the pistol grip on it, no buttstock. 12 gauge shotgun. I used to have a light on it, but it broke off. I needed to do a little bit of work to this thing, but it still works. It's my oldest gun, and I've held on to it because you should never sell your first gun. Next we've got the 1861 Colt Army clone. It's Uber Ready. It is a 44 caliber, I believe, or 41 caliber. I'm not sure. I have actually never shot that thing. I'm sorry. 357 Magnum Rossi. Wheel gun, 6-shot. Blued. That thing shoots great. Handles 38 special with the greatest of ease. Yeah, I really do like that gun. If you shoot full powered 357 Magnum through it, it does snap your hand a little bit, but it's nothing out of control. But yeah, that's the Rossi 357. Next, we've got a Smith & Wesson 461 or 641, excuse me. Stainless steel barrel and cylinder. It's got the aluminum frame, lighter trigger. Yeah, I really like this thing. That is my current carry gun. Only 38 special plus P, but I think that's probably, there's nothing wrong with that if you need it, and it will work just fine. And then last but not least, got a Ruger 1022, 25 shot mag. It's got the tactical Picatinny rail if you want to put a laser or a light on it or whatever up front. Little red dot. Basic. I mean, it is threaded and tapped if you want to do well, not threaded and tapped, just threaded if you wanted to do a suppressor on it, but I don't currently own one. That's kind of on the list, I guess, maybe eventually. But yeah. So what do you guys think? That's one full fucking table. I haven't put them all out on the table in a while, and I was like looking at it like, holy shit, man. I don't know. I guess if I ever need money, I can sell a couple of these or something. But there's always more that I want. I still want an SKS. I still want a Makarov. I still would like to get a Dragunov in 7.6251. That'd be freaking cool, wouldn't it? I don't know, I'm looking at more milsurps these days, but that's it. That is the current collection as it stands. Didn't break out the BB guns for this one. I left those away. And by the way, weapons collector, these are all real, just so you know. Except for maybe arguably this one, even though it would shoot a lead projectile and kill someone if you loaded it and shot it. So it still counts. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is E Honda with the current weapons collection, Never Enough Ammo, gun porn, weapons collector, show off video. And I hope you guys are having a great one. And like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot.